My name is Paul Oliver. I'm the owner of Pinellas Power Products, and this is the product demonstration video for my extended runtime fuel kit for open frame inverter generators running the 301cc all the way to 459cc Honda Clone engine. Westinghouse, of course, makes their EcoGen 10,000. Champion has a version. I believe Wen has a version. Predator probably has one. There are several of them on the market. If you want to know what all this applies to, please go to my website. There is a link in the description that will take you directly to my website, where you will see that there is a product page with a tremendous amount of text, several videos, as well as a very good FAQ page. Straightforward and simple, what this kit allows you to do is connect your generator to any size remote tank you want. The number one question I get is, can I still run the stock tank? And yes, you absolutely can. Item number two that I'd like to point out, I really like the fuel caddies, much more so than the portable marine tanks. Number one, the fuel caddies are larger, so they hold more gas. Number two, they have wheels on them, so they're easier to transport. And number three, they do not use a lift tube. And the lift tube in a lot of the different brands of marine tanks cause most of the problems that you're going to run into. I've seen them not reach the bottom of the tank. I've seen them sucking in air. I've just seen all sorts of problems with the lift tube. The fuel caddies don't have any of those problems. Operation of the kit is very simple. This kit is not a gravity feed, so you do not have to put the fuel tank somewhere precariously placed higher than the generator. Put them both on level ground. That way neither one of them can fall any further. My kit includes everything needed to hook to any size fuel tank. If you want to know what goes on inside the generator, please go to my website as listed in the description section, and you'll see the installation video. In addition to all the parts installed in the installation video, you will get a quick disconnect fitting that either you screw into the top of the marine tank, or if you want to adapt it to a fuel caddy, you can do that. I also sell a kit that allows you to connect one of these to a fuel caddy, and therefore you get a lot more fuel. The hose that comes with the kit has an arrow, and it points in the direction of fuel flow. So you'll connect one end of the hose to the remote tank. If your remote tank has a manual vent, you'll open a manual vent. If your remote tank has a manual on-off valve, like the fuel caddies do, you would then open the manual valve. Connect the other end of the hose to the fitting on the generator that you installed during the installation process. Put the fuel selector valve in the on position. Remember, when you first get this hose, it'll be full of air. So what you want to do is pull gasoline out of the remote tank by pumping the prime bulb. It will pull gasoline out, flow through the hose, and push it into the stock tank. When you feel the prime bulb become firm, then you can go ahead and shut off the valve, because all it's doing is pulling out of the remote tank, pushing it through here, into the stock tank, and air is being vented out of the stock tank. Once you get it primed, move the fuel selector valve to the off position. And remember that, anytime you're running off the remote tank, fuel valve should be in the off position. If you're running it off of the stock tank, put this fuel valve in the on position. Several of the brands have a fuel selector on the front as well. I'm not talking about the fuel selector on the front. If that's a dual fuel or whatever, leave that in the gasoline position. What I'm talking about is the little selector valve on the bottom of the tank. It's just a straightforward on-off. The next thing is, some of the brands are going to have a choke on the front. Some of the brands will have a choke over here on the side, and some will be auto choke. I believe this one's an automatic choke, but at any rate, now that we've got it all primed, The fuel selector valve is in the off position for running it off the remote tank. We'll go ahead and turn the master switch on, and then we'll push the start button. I'll run it for a few minutes, and then I'll shut it off so we can hear each other talk again. And there you have it. If you'd like any more information on this, like I said before, please go to my website. Real quickly, do not attempt to contact me through YouTube or through any of the chat rooms. I do not monitor the YouTube comments. I simply don't have time. But if you contact me through my website, either by phone or by email, you'll reach me almost immediately, and I'll answer any questions you have. At any rate, I thank you for your time.